One of the things we're most proud of here at our firm is some of the very significant cases we've taken on where we could really make a difference in the lives of our clients. One of the most profound, in my experience, was the case for Bradley Metz. This was a 9-year-old boy who had an ear infection that didn't get treated in time, and it progressed into an infection in his brain and left him with something called locked-in syndrome. What that means is he could not control anything about his body except blinking one eye. But cognitively, mentally, he was all there. So he knew where he was, he knew who everyone was, he desperately wanted to communicate and was rendered permanently in this condition where all he could do was blink an eye to communicate with others. He lived in a rural community, so his family didn't have a lot, and the medical needs were multiple millions per year. In Bradley's case, what we saw was a lot of the characteristics of medical malpractice litigation that make these cases so difficult, so time-consuming, and so expensive. We were up against 3 different sets of defense lawyers, all of whom hired tons of experts. At the end of the case, there were 42 total defense experts that we had to get reports from, take depositions of, and ultimately try to make our case against. Things like that are what drive up the costs of what we do. And on the other side of it, the insurance companies, the hospitals, the billion-dollar corporations, they have no trouble finding additional experts, spending that money to pursue cases. All of that is designed to drive up the cost for us and for our clients, and to try to prevent our clients and us from seeking justice. So to be able to take a case on for him, obtain justice in the form of both settlements and a verdict for him and his family meant so much, because we were able to tangibly see the difference that it made in his life. We were able to see how his home space could be created and set up in a way where he could live at his home with his family, as opposed to in a hospital, which is where everyone expected he would spend out the rest of his life. Cases like Bradley's are exactly why I continue to do what I've done.